Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake eyes on dice.
Alright, so the inspiration of this video, gentlemen, is this big fat pimple on my face. I have been trying to ignore my pimple. I have been trying to ignore my dark circles for quite some time now. But I want this video to be an accountability check for me because I haven't been taking care of my skin a whole lot lately. So I just wanted to remind myself that this is important. The overall physical self is important, and why you should not be a retarded entrepreneur like me who is getting dark circles left, right and center, pretty much this close to being tattooed on my face. Now I have this aviators on so you can't really see them. I don't have any plan to remove them, but let's just talk about 5 quick skincare hacks for myself and for you to keep in mind and have sexy, flawless looking skin all the time. Gentlemen, my name is Mayank Bhattacharya. This is TMB Basics. Let's roll. Right.
Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. A6 all the hate. I won't get a ball today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the on record, off record.
Alright, so before I get into the 5 essential tips, here is a quick update. We have the restock back online, tmbasics.com. Check it out. The medium and large are back. V-neck, crew neck, white and black. In case you haven't, get yourself one of these and be the best looking man out there in this humanly possible world that there is. Anyway, let's talk about your flawless skin, shall we? Alright, so the number 1 tip that you have to keep in mind if you really want to sex up your skin is understanding your skin type. Do you have an oily skin like I do? Do you have a dry skin? Do you have a combination skin? Do you have a mix of all? Or are you prone to something in particular? For me, I am an oily skin guy. I am prone to pimples. I am also prone to suntan. Now, oily skin for us is something very common. For us Indians, is something very common. It's just the way we are built and born in this part of the world. So we need oily skin so that we don't burn ourselves in the stupid heat waves. So for that, we will have some sort of oil in us comparative to the Western world, and that's all right. That's okay for us to use it in our favor. The thing, however, that we need to keep in mind is using this type of skin or using any type of skin in our favor to help us look our most attractive self. In case we are an oily skin guy, we have to tell our body that you don't really need to store the oil because we are not living in the medieval times. We are living in a 21st century in 2019 where we don't need all that oil on our face. How do we do it? We try using the oil controlled face wash, scrub, mask and moisturizer. We don't need to put on more oil on our face, we need to take care of it, so we need to use the products accordingly. In case you're someone with extreme dry skin who has skin flakes and all that, then you need to have something hydrating. Then you need to have a similar face wash which will be a whole lot more hydrating, a whole lot more oil providing than the other one which we talked about at the very first case. So you have to understand your skin type and you have to use the products accordingly. In case you are having a combination skin where you have some oily patches and the rest of the skin is dry, you can find similar products for that accordingly. If you really want to know your skin type the best way possible, I would recommend you go out and test yourself with a dermatologist. Why? Because she is studying this thing for a living. She is doing this for a living. She can understand your skin unlike anyone else out there in this given world. So spend some money, save some money and then use it on consulting a nice dermatologist for your flawless skin. Anyway, quick tip number 2 to have sexy flawless skin is hydration. Now in case you are unsure, in case you are still wondering, your human body, our human body is made up of 75% water. This is 75% liquid and some bones and some muscle. In case you are not hydrating yourself enough with the required amount of water that is needed to sustain and function this thing, then you will not have the elasticity in your skin, you will not have the given nutrients to your skin which is needed for your healthy, flawless and young looking skin. In case you are wondering why your skin feels tight, why do you have 500 pimples, instead of being on an oil controlled grooming routine and avoiding oily foods, then guess what? You're not hydrating yourself enough. 3 to 4 liters of water a day is a minimum for someone who is average Indian size. If you're someone above 5'10" or 6'1", you need at least 4 to 5 liters of water easy. Now this brings me to an additional bonus tip which is not a part of the tip, but this is also very important. Avoid eating outside. If you are eating a lot of junk food, if you are eating a lot of Ajinomoto and a lot of potassium and sodium that you find in the given junk food, then guess what? It will be reflected on your face. The number 1 reason a lot of my friends, a lot of my consultants and a lot of my trainees are breaking out left, right and center is because they eat out like crazy, especially after Swiggy and Zomato and everyone giving you food that you need. There are healthier options to choose from. Why don't you do that? Why do you have to eat oil-rich and unhygienic food all the time for your face to look hideous? Then it should not. Please, please, please avoid the unnecessary oil and hydrate yourself properly. Anyway, tip number 3, quick skincare hack number 3, which you can start doing right now and not listen to this face giving you any gyan because I am clearly not worth your while, and that is sleeping on time. I haven't been doing that for a very long time because this brain is very difficult to shut off. Don't be a crazy nomadic on insomniac. Sorry, nomadic is not the word. Don't be a crazy sleep deprived entrepreneur like me. Get some sleep and do not have these dark circles tattooed on your face like I do. Learn from my mistakes and please do yourself a favor and start sleeping on time, start waking up on time. Yes, your skin will appreciate it, but your body would need it a whole lot more. Try sleeping on time and please keep me accountable in case you do see my dark circles becoming worse. Comment on my Instagram or comment on the videos down below and let me know that Mayank, you should get some sleep because you are just screwing up your schedule and your skin altogether a whole lot more. Now, this sleep brings me to the fourth most essential thing that you should keep in mind if you are trying to work on a sexy, flawless skin. Supplements, and the right amount and the proper ones for that matter. Multivitamins, omega-3 fatty acid, flaxseed in case you are a vegetarian, and obviously vitamin E. Why? Well, because your skin is a vitamin E hungry source. In case you aren't aware, vitamin E has the oils that our skin needs, and the kind of food that we eat these days aren't really all that organic as they would want them to be. They aren't the same as they used to be 50-60 years ago, and they are all synthetic, and there is a whole lot of artificial fertilizers in it which our body don't really need and which cannot give us the nutrients that we really crave. How do we fix it? How do we fix this imbalance, you ask? Well, we start supplementing ourselves with the proper given nutrients and multivitamins. In case you aren't aware, we have made a video on multivitamins on the channel. Click the index card, watch the video and learn a thing or two more about multivitamins. Now, just like multivitamins, vitamin E and C cord is essential for your skin and for your immune system. In case you aren't aware, multivitamin and C cord and all these things are very important for your immune system as well. It's just not for your sexy skin, but it's also for your hair and for your overall well-being. Just like the basics, just like the TMB basics t-shirts. It's just not a basic t-shirt, you see. It's a very important, it's an essential must-have in your classic timeless wardrobe piece. Why? Because this thing can be dressed up with a denim shirt, this thing can be dressed down. Gentlemen, this thing can even be dressed up with a leather jacket or anything that there is. I am very proud of it. I'm extremely proud of it, and there is no way on earth I'm going to stop promoting my own amazing basics. In case you haven't got yourself one of the best t-shirts out there in the history of Indian t-shirts, tmbasics.com, get yourself one of these and help yourself look that much more sexy instantly. But speaking of sexy and stylish, how can we forget the last and probably the most important tip that you can keep in mind if you're trying to amp up your sex appeal, your skin sex appeal, your skin type, skincare or skin routine sex appeal. What is it? Well, it is your daily micro lifestyle habits. Things like tobacco, alcohol and a whole lot of other fancy substances which you shouldn't be a part of anyway. I mean, I am 27 years old, I'll be 28 in a couple of months, and I have had friends who are my age, and I have even had friends who are 25, 26 years old for that matter, and they don't look their age. Why? Because they have been on these fancy little things called cigarettes, alcohol, weed and a whole lot of things that aren't helping with their age, skin or immunity. I mean, sure, it's a thing to have these things happening in your life socially. Even I'm a social drinker. I would like to have some alcohol. I would like to try out some old fashioned and fancy champagnes every now and then, but that does not make me a man who would be doing it on a daily basis. Why? Because this affects your immune system, this affects your hair, this affects your skin, and this affects your overall lifestyle and your personality. I don't want you to look like a 35-year-old when you are a 25-year-old young man. Obviously, I wouldn't want you to look like a 45-year-old when you are a 35-year-old young man. So, in case you haven't tried it, in case you haven't given this thing a shot, please try to let go of these things and give your life a fair chance. In case you haven't watched the video where I talked about how to get over addiction, one of the best videos on YouTube, by the way, on addiction, watch it and learn a thing or two more about it. See, these things aren't instant. These micro changes aren't going to yield you instant results. You'll not see an instant glow in your skin tomorrow or even a year after for that matter. But if you keep at it for a longer period of time, like I have since the time I was born, you will see the dividends come by. You will look a whole lot more different. You will look a whole lot more younger, sexier and attractive when you're 40, even though your friends look like they are 75 years old. Now, I don't want you to look like a 75-year-old man. I want you to look like a young, masculine 40-year-old handsome self. For that, you need to let go of a few things right now and you need to keep at it. I hope this video helps. I hope this video was well worth your time. tmbasics.com, the best t-shirts out there. Addiction video, probably the best video you can watch. Check it out. I think it'll be a whole lot more well worth your time. Now I'll get back to work now. I hope you like this new setup. In case you do like me sweat in front of you, then don't forget to let me know in the comment section. I'll come out more often. I'll sort it out for you. I'll see you in the next one, gentlemen. Dress up, stay strong, stay stylish. My name is Mayank Bhattacharya. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next one.
Been a little too nice for y'all. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. A6 all the hate. I won't get a ball today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the bars, I'm flipping the count wins when they got it. On record, off record, I let them take advantage. I was wildin'. On record, off record deals. Tell them talk to Colin for the quote.